Hello, everyone. Oh, it is Wednesday of the first week of classes, and let me just tell you how my week's been going so far. Sunday, really super simple. Church, slept in, yeah. Monday, I overslept my alarm, so I wake up 30 minutes after I'm supposed to. Go to my first class, and I'm actually super excited about it. I started reading the textbook. Then, not even an hour and a half into the first day of school, I twist my ankle. History, side note, I played volleyball from 3rd grade till senior year in high school, and I twisted my ankles well over 10 times collectively. I've twisted both my left and my right, so I've done both plenty of times, and I have braces now, both for the integrity of to give support to the ankles, and then I also have the ankle braces that prevent you from rolling your ankles ever again. Well, after the first class on the first day, guess what I do? I roll my ankle. Oh, and so I go to the next class and I'm limping, and then I leave that class early to go to yoga to make sure I can get to yoga in time. And yoga doesn't last that long, and I can't do all the poses because I twisted my ankle. And then I go to Rocky Mountain Flora, super full class, completely taken by surprise. And then one of the fellow students is, he's in wildlife biology, and I've had him in a couple of classes before. He has Asperger's, so he doesn't have a filter, and it was funny because some people in that class have never had him before or even heard of him, because it's a collection of different minors and majors. And so every single time he questions, probably 3 or 4 questions after his first one, everybody's like, oh. And I'm like, you know what? He's asking questions. He has the confidence to do that, or he doesn't have the filter to do it, or he's not people-pleasing, anything. And then I have a 2-hour break, and then I have lighting and production. So that's my Mondays and my Wednesdays, which is today. And then yesterday, I didn't have my lab at 11, but I did have class at 12:40 to 2. Of course, it gets out at 1. I was able to go and get what I needed to get, because in lighting production, you need an 8-inch crescent wrench. So I went and bought that yesterday, thinking I had one in my truck, but I didn't. It was 5 inches instead of 8. Needed an 8, so I bought an 8, and it was less than $5, so it wasn't that bad. And then I worked for about 7 hours at a Kip Moore concert. He's a truck rocker artist. Yeah, I had never heard of him before. I was able to meet him. He complimented me on my hair. Then I was able to meet his opening act, because I worked in catering and I served them for dinner. That's what happened. So didn't go to bed till midnight last night because I need some time to wind down, otherwise I'm not going to get enough sleep at all. And then I wake up again this morning tired, but I was able to do more of what I wanted to do, was actually sit down, read my Bible, have my coffee, and eat, and then go to class. And it was a little bit more easier in the schedule because I had my bike this time. On Monday, I didn't have my bike. I was able to schedule out the time of when I'm supposed to leave one class to go to another. It was all good. And then I worked, and I closed the kitchen, and then I went to church. And church was great. I loved hanging out with those people. I always love hanging out with those people. But it's funny because one of the girls asked me, she's like, are you coming to church tonight? And I'm like, yeah, I'm able to make it. Because we've been trying to meet up the whole week, and I've just been so busy. And by the end of church, it's like 9:30, so about an hour ago, I was falling asleep talking to people. Like, my eyes were closed majority of the time. Like, I did the whole slow blink thing, like, but not intentional, like Jenna Marbles means to do it as like an insult. It was literally like, okay, I'm super tired right now, and I can't focus on you. I'm trying to focus on what we're talking about. I get really distracted all the time. This one dude had plugs in his ears, and they had a mustache on them, and all I could think about was the mustache. I'm like, you have a mustache in your ear? I can't talk, and I'm super tired right now. And yeah, so let's see. Let me tell you what I have to do tomorrow, okay? This is my handy-dandy planner. I've got Rocky Mountain Flora Lab at 10 to 12. But even before then, I have to go into the catering kitchen at 9 to make sure all the dishes that I wasn't able to put away properly because everything was closed and locked, put them away. And then that's at 9. And then at 9:30, I have a meeting with my advisor to ask her about minor or about my minor in theater, and then study abroad and what I need to do, and just projection of the future. Because last semester we didn't really get to talk about that. And then so I have class then from 10 to 12 for Rocky Mountain Flora. And then at 12:10 I have a meeting with my Rocky Mountain Flora professor to get a form signed. Then I have class, Native American Beliefs and Philosophies, from 12:40 to 2. And then at 2:10 I have a meeting with another professor to get the same form signed, but specific for his class. And then from 3:15 to 9:30 in the evening, I work. My day's gonna be busy tomorrow, but then I don't work for like a week. Which is funny because so this week I was projected to work 15 hours, and I sent an email to my supervisors. I'm like, you know what? I can't work more than 12 hours a week, and I'd really just like to have 10. And the same thing happened last week when I said this, and then I wasn't scheduled to work for 2 weeks. Now, so far, I'm not scheduled to work next week, so we'll see how this goes, but, oh man. I wanted to give you an update. This is my week so far, and it's only Wednesday. So, when I give you a more, when I just give you another update, hopefully it'll have some more content in it about what actually happened to me during the day, like maybe something more interesting. I don't know. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I hope this was somewhat entertaining for you. I mean, if not, then okay. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. Good night.